How's it going? Dave Malkoff here at Rodeo Houston. That's Russell Dickerson right there. He's about to go on a huge tour, RussellMania. But before he does that, he will be here. 70,000 people can fit in the seats here at Rodeo Houston. That's the stage right back there. They are getting ready for Russell's big concert coming up tonight. But before he got on that stage, before anybody sat in these seats, we got your backstage pass. This is CBS Saturday Morning's interview with Russell Dickerson. Russell Dickerson, thanks so much for joining us here on CBS Saturday Morning. This is really an incredible time and a night in your life.
Huge.
I think this is going to be the biggest crowd that you've ever been in front of.
I think so too.
You think so?
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
It's definitely nerve-wracking. You know, I'm a little nervous, but I'm just like excited nervous, like giddy nervous of just, I mean, looking at this wall of superstars, and I'm like, dang, dude, I can't believe I get to be on this wall with Tim McGraw and Kelly Clarkson and Lainey, and you know, it's just like, it's really cool. It's a really cool feeling.
And now it's you. We've seen so much happen to you just in the past year. We've seen you on the New Year's show. We've seen you on Thanksgiving parade. And now here we are at Rodeo Houston, and you're going to be in front of all these fans.
Wild.
What I'm wondering about is, you're just getting to that superstardom in your career, but it's taken a while to get there. You're not an overnight success, but when you look at Happened to Me and you look at Blue Tacoma, you're talking about billions of streams. So does that create any money in an artist's pocket when people are listening on platforms like Spotify?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just, you know, that's the day and age we live in. And I think about like Garth and all that stuff. And like Darius Rucker, who's a great friend of mine. I'm like, we call that like 90s money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, streaming has absolutely changed the game for me of, you know, just people believing in me at each platform. And, you know, you can go, you can, you know, I'm a relationship guy, and so building relationships with, you know, these DSPs and everything, and to, you know, for them to just believe in you, believe in your music, that, I mean, that's life-changing. And, you know, so it's like, that translates into the streams, and they help you reach, I feel like they help you craft your audience. You know, they get to see a lot more than I do. And so I feel like they help you double down on like where you need to double down. You know what I'm saying? They help you reach a broader audience than I think that normally if you just like throw stuff out there, and in return that does turn into a monetary reward.
And they've been telling us that over the past year or so, they've crossed this threshold somewhere where they can actually pay artists a living wage who don't happen to be at your level.
Yeah. I mean, if that's amazing. Because like, I feel like in my day you had to have the deal and the sales and the huge tours, and you know what I mean? So it was definitely a different come up for me. I feel like I was right on that cusp of the streaming era, which is honestly, I think it was nice to get ahead of the game a little bit, to be on that front end and really learn and understand streaming, and really like, you know, kind of figure it out together with the DSPs.
Yeah. Do you think people need a record contract now, or can people just start putting music out there and get to be your level?
I think you can get to a level, because I mean, obviously you can just, like you said, you typed in a prompt and ended up with a song, and you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to get your music out there. But I think you do. I think eventually you need a team. Like, I don't think there's very few, probably on one hand or two, who have gone beyond a certain level without a true team behind them.
Yeah, but without having the record label to kind of push your career along.
Yeah, I think you can get to a point.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I feel like you really do need a whole team surrounding you.
So tell me about what's happening this year for you. You've not only are going to be in front of this audience, but then you're going out on the greatest named tour of all time, RussellMania. RussellMania, your brother.
Yeah, brother.
tell me about how did you even come up with that name?
Man, I have to give credit where credit's due. It was I forget. I wish I remember what interview it was, but they were just like, they picked up the phone like, "What's up, RussellMania?" And I've heard it all. I've heard that before. I've heard the Russell Sprouts, the Rusty this, Rusty that. But Russell, it just hit me for some reason at that point, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" First of all, we need merch. We need shirts. We need Russell.
You're gonna rip off the shirt.
Yeah, we need like the old school
the yellow one.
Everything.
Yeah.
And so it started with a shirt that we sold at shows, and they just flew. So I was like, okay, there's something here. And I'm known for my live show being rambunctious and high energy and all that. So it's just perfect, such a perfect name for my tour.
I hear you do a lot of pyro.
Yeah, we do a lot of everything.
Yeah.
But so anyways, just it started with a shirt and turned into a tour, and perfect timing with Happen to Me and the tour RussellMania just coming together at the perfect time. And I don't know, it's fun to see now. And
you're going to be connecting with the Jonas Brothers as well.
Yeah, we had a song together, Happen to Me. They jumped on Happen to Me, and it was at country radio, it was at pop radio, Hot AC. But by far the biggest song of my career.
Yeah, it's great. It's stuck in my head. You're about to happen to me.
Yeah, baby.
The one thing that I was thinking of with some of your songs, like you mention Cyndi Lauper's music in your music, so you're talking to an audience that's not just listening to country, but people who are kind of listening to all genres. And do you feel like people are not listening to decades or genres now? They're just listening to good songs?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think so. And so many people at my shows or people I come into contact with, message, whatever, are just like, I don't even really listen to country, but I listen to you. Like, you introduced me to country. I'm kind of like country's gateway drug, maybe. It's like, I'm not the countryest of twangy country trying, It's like, and I know that, but I do think it is a gateway drug for people to start listening to, and they're like, oh, there is more over here. If I'm just a bridge to country music, then that's great.
Convince someone to listen to country music who doesn't listen to country music. What is country music, and why is it different than pop music?
I think there's just I feel like a lot of pop, I feel like pop is written from a vibe, a feel standpoint, like the feel of the music, and country is written more the feel of the lyric and the emotion behind the lyric. Yeah. And it's very thought out, it's very crafted, the lyric is, in country music, and that's why I love it. Country can make you cry.
Yeah, and
period.
Nice. I like that. That's if you want to really cry.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of pop.
Gotta listen to the gateway
last
drug.
time I cried on a pop song.
Take me back to one of the first videos that you did 9 years ago. I think you shot that off of the back of a truck, and it seemed like those lightning strikes were real. Was that actually captured in the camera?
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
so tell me
100% real. This was before I had a deal, before I had there was no budget, there was no nothing. We were, we weren't broke, but we were poor. First of all, when we went out to that road, we were literally just praying for a miracle, because what we were just talking about is can anybody put out music and become a superstar? Sure, but that's where I was headed, because I didn't have anything. So I was like, all right, well, we're gonna do this on our own. So we went out and shot this video and edited everything. It was literally walking down this road, a thunderstorm just showed up behind me. That's only God, period. And then we set up some shop lights. That was the only other shot. And set up shop lights in my backyard and just made out in front of the shop lights. That was the only other shot. Nominated for a CMT award, by the way. So yeah, that video, we call it the $6 music video, just in gas money that we spent driving up and down the road.
Is it true that you had to put it in black and white because you could see the brake lights?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you would be lit up red.
Oh yeah.
That's how low budget it was.
It was so, yeah, and it was so obvious. It wasn't like kinda, it was like, we have to throw this footage in the trash. Like this is,
it's not color correction.
Every time,
you can't do it. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
We don't have money for that.
Yeah.
And so every time my buddy driving would hit the brakes, it was just like, you know. And so, I was like, what about black and white? And they were just like, as soon as we flipped it, like you couldn't tell at all.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah. Great news.
And it's just one drag and drop into,
That's it.
into the
Flip
file.
it into black and white, baby. It had to be. Yeah.
So as you're going out on this worldwide tour, are you prepared to meet people all over the world who happen to know you? It's bound to happen to you. People
right?
knowing you all over the world. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, we going over to the UK. We've been there. God, this will probably be our 6th or 7th time doing this, and it's just every time it's mind blowing because the first time we went over there, the entire tour sold out, and I was just like, me? Like, are you sure you bought the right ticket? You know what I'm saying? And these people would just continue to show up, and again, they're so engaging, they're so kind, and it's just wild to be known on another continent. You know,
and do you
it's the day and age of streaming.
Yeah. Do you think people are now going to be able to build their careers from streaming music now that we've reached this level where there's so many paid subscribers that I think the top 100,000 people on Spotify make at least $7,500 a year, and the top 15,000 make $100,000 plus per year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just one little chunk. So that's one streaming service. You've got several other ones, and then you've got the tour, you've got the merch, you've got the album sales for whatever album sales are these days.
Yeah.
And so, how big of a chunk is the streaming for you?
Well, I mean, your previous question, there's no doing it without streaming these days. Like I think it's a unique time to where, usually you just have your CD and like it is distributed to Walmart, Best Buy, Target, whatever. And that I get, this is the modern day Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Pandora, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like you can't do it without streaming. And I mean, I don't know the specifics of what percentage of my income is streaming, but it is wild to just be able to have that from 4 or 5 different platforms, YouTube, all of it.
Do people listen to you a lot on YouTube? Is that one of the bigger ones?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of one of the biggest platforms, obviously for video, but I think that's a huge one.
People just turn on your video to listen to the music sometimes,
right.
too.
Yeah.
You probably do that while you're on tour.
Yeah.
What do you find yourself listening to that I'd be surprised that you're listening to?
Oh man, rap. Love Drake.
Yeah.
I've been listening to like this chill house.
Oh my goodness,
playlist,
down tempo and deep house.
Just just chill, just like
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just vibing out.
You got Nora on Pure. You've got all those artists I listen to that as well.
Yeah.
That would be surprising if somebody heard that you're listening.
Love some house, man.
Yeah.
Love EDM. I love all that stuff. Worship. Christian music. Drake, Jesus, that's the
Have you
the
found,
juxtaposition of my playlist.
Have you found Drake and Jesus coming into your own music writing and production?
That's right.
Have you found those things like taking not samples but taking interpolation from those folks.
Oh yeah, I mean
and putting
influence,
them
yeah,
into your
influence
music.
for
Yeah.
sure. Then that's like, I talk about this a lot because I feel like my music, and I pride myself on my music not sounding like anybody else's, right? It's like I'm so hands-on and in the production process. But yeah, I mean, there's Drake in there, there's Usher, huge Usher fan, huge Fetty
ATL.
Wap fan. Yeah, so I mean, it's all mixed in there. It's all sprinkled just tastefully throughout.
And did you ever get a pushback when you first started?
Oh,
people
yeah.
saying that you're not country enough because of
sure.
that.
Yeah.
But how did that feel?
Whatever. I mean, you know, I just, because I had yours,
Yeah.
and I had an EP, and it was yours, it was Blue Tacoma, and Every Little Thing on my very first EP, and I still couldn't get a record deal. Like, I remember once somebody said that yours was like, it sounded like a worship song.
Yeah.
They were like, this sounds like CCM music, and I was like, okay, cool. And I mean, it was already starting to get momentum on YouTube. The infamous $6 music video was already rolling, things were popping, and they were just like, nah. And my favorite fun little fact is that EP with, that I took around town had 3 multi-platinum #1 songs on it.
Oh
And
my
I
God!
still-
You were,
yeah, still
and you
couldn't
were
get a
just
deal.
trying to sell that out of the trunk of your car,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And did you, once you had that out there, did anybody go, wow, this guy, he knew something that we didn't know?
Yeah, and like, it's all in fun now, of the people who passed and whatever. It's all it's all fun and games.
That's great. That's great. So, what do you have to do now to prepare for this big show? I mean, is it going to be any different? Because you've got the lights on you, you've got the pyro going in front of you. Do you feel any different if there's 70,000 fans versus 20,000 or 10,000?
I think the biggest factor is like it not being like just my crowd. It's more of a gen pop crowd.
Yeah.
Which is always fun to like. I got the opportunity to win 70,000 new fans tonight, and there will be my fans there too. But I got the opportunity to bring in a lot of new fans to the Blue Tacomas, as we call it.
Blue Tacoma, California.
Blue Tacoma, baby.
Thank you so much, Russell.
Yeah,
Thanks
brother.
for talking to us. That's
man.
fantastic.
Absolute pleasure, bro.
And
Thank you.
Good luck on the tour.
Yeah.
And I want to see that,
Come
that
on
Russell,
out. You gotta come
RussellMania
out.
shirt.
Yeah. You gotta come out.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
bro. Thank you.